Greetings, everyone. This is me again, Zahra Bazak. Come to help the Muslims leave Islam and stay away from it. So now I've decided upon this, a dialogue with Muslims who believe Islam is not an extremist religion. So I have some time then when I'll have to take a break, maybe an hour, and whether Muslims who can join me. So this is a live stream to invite the Muslims to join me for a dialogue. Help me see, honestly, that Islam is not a religion of extremists and no beheading, nothing like that. It's such a peaceful religion. It forgives your enemies, like in Surah Fusilat. None is granted this save one who has great share of good. Your enemy will become your bosom friend if you act in a peaceful manner. So there's an ayat in Surah Fusilat also. And since I was thinking, I don't know why I thought of Queen of Jordan, and I found this also, right? So the Muslims, like the Queen of Jordan, who lambasts Islamic extremists here says, and who thinks that Islam is not a religion of terrorism. And Allah, in one of my live streams, I've said Allah is a terrorist. So please, I would like very honest help here. And I don't promise, but I would that my voice will not be raised. I will try if you will be honest with me. And let's discover again. I give you a chance again to show me where in the Quran ayats and from hadiths also. So there is that Islam is not a religion of terrorism. Okay, again for you Muslims, since I remember the Queen of Jordan, and um, she also does this philanthropic work, and she stands for Islam, and she wants to spread this very peaceful Islam is a religion of peace, peaceful religion as we thought it was, as Shias also peacefully calling people, a caller of faith has called you onto this faith. Why don't you believe? Like then one of the surahs, there's an ayat. But there's an ayat in Surah Nisa 47, or keep forgetting 60 something, that before we obliterate your faces, O Ahle Kitab. So again, I give you Muslims a chance. Let's see if you can come here. Or it's like this in the Quran, is it? Or Surah Fusilat is there, like for, one who, your enemy will become your bosom friend if you just, perhaps what that ayat says, I'll go to that ayat, I keep forgetting. I have some problem. Maybe my brain is bleeding or something for the longest time, and I didn't know about this. So I have some brain problem, I think, and I might not be able to express myself, but struggling. So please bear with me, yeah? I would like you to cooperate. And let's see how honest, let's see if we have some honest people Even if my moderator, here comes good moderator, empowering family, through the smiley eyes we can also see arguing with you. So maybe the believers are in, like they were in dissension or division. They dispute with you concerning the truth. No. Where's that ayat? Let me see. Surah Nisa ayat 88, if you would open the Quran too, it says here that what is the matter with you that you are two groups concerning the hypocrites? Sorry, I go weird like this, so don't mind. Although it shouldn't be like this. While Allah has, I have a crack in my mind and soul, a hole in my soul. So, but please, at least if you don't have this problem, please understand. I know it's terrible. You would think I'm a hypocrite or unreasonable asking you to be honest and serious about this. While my tone is like I'm sarcastic, making fun or something. It's just I get something in my throat. So, sorry, it's just choking a little bit, my throat. Okay, I've had enough of this religion, so also that, right? You have to see where I'm coming from. Although I should maintain my uh, what I say here, being honest, being true, and being good. A nice, honest dialogue. So, aren't you believers? So, these two groups of believers, what? Oh, let me just share this ayat with you, and then I'll have to go because it's Ramadan. Not that I'm fasting or anything. Then I'll perhaps come after some 2 hours or something. Okay. So this is the ayat. What is the matter with you? So here the believers were in two groups divided concerning the hypocrites. See this? While Allah has made them. So two groups concerning the hypocrites, while Allah has made them fall back into error and disbelief for what they earned. What did they earn? How did they earn this? As a result of their disobedience and disloyalty. Do you wish to guide those whom Allah has sent astray? And he whom Allah sends astray will never will you find for him a way of guidance. Also, this beheading, even if they make cartoons of Rasulullah, yeah, no beheading or anything. Uh, this is wrong, completely wrong. But that this Islam has made you so insanely wicked to behead them. I blame Islam. So what do you say? Do you blame Islam? Quite a dangerous religion. They wish you would disbelieve as they disbelieved, so you would be alike. So do not take from among them allies until they emigrate for the cause of Allah. Now, they've not emigrated also to Medina from Makkah, but if they turn away, i.e., refuse, then seize them and kill them for their betrayal. Just because they haven't, you see, here there's one point emigrate for the cause of Allah. And you can read the Sunni or Shia both, what happened here, why they didn't emigrate for the cause of Allah with Rasulullah when Rasulullah called them to Medina and seized them and killed them for their betrayal. Oh my goodness, just for this, just because they became hypocrites here. And you can see the Medinan hypocrites, what is on them in Surah Azab at 61, what happens to them also. So what happens is this madness, wicked madness, except for those, so I have said this before, except for those who take refuge with the people between yourselves and whom is a treaty. It seems like Prophet Muhammad has used Allah So now, when there are those people, who are these strong people in whom these hypocrites have taken refuge with, and so you have had a treaty with them, those who come to you, their hearts strained at the prospect. Now it's becoming quite better. Now he's realizing, Allah is realizing, Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu, they don't want to fight you. But they're just hypocrites who did not migrate in the first. Before this, it was said, kill them. Except for those. Except. So if these hypocrites have not taken refuge with the people, between yourselves and whom is a treaty, these are now very, maybe giving money to Prophet Muhammad, a treaty, okay, treaty of peace, or those, maybe, they're, could you say they're living in peace with the disbelievers here? With these people whom you have a treaty with? Who are these people? Okay, you can read the Islamic history on this. Who are these people? But I'm not sure who they are. Or those who come to you, even reading the Islamic history, their hearts strained at the prospect of fighting you or fighting their own people. When did they fight their own? This is just a put here to tell you how bad they were fighting their own people, fighting you. And if Allah, see, Allah would have never done this in the previous ayat, what He said, kill them. Then Allah suddenly changed. There's brought an exception here. That's just not doing by the true Allah. See how it's confused you also. Maybe some of you would say, what, we don't understand this, but we're just going to go and kill these people. Hypocrites. So don't be divided about hypocrites and kill them wherever you find them. Except for those who have had a treaty. I've already done this and I'm back on this. And if Allah had willed, He could have given them power over you and they would have fought you. Why didn't Allah give power? Why? Why? And they would have fought you. So if they remove themselves from you, and if Allah had willed, He could have given them power over you. Why would Allah will such a thing to give power? Also, this point. So, what's happening here in fought you? So, if they remove themselves from you and do not fight you and offer you peace, then don't kill them. Then Allah has not made for you a cause against them, fighting even. This is such a joke, right? Why can't you people get it how deceived you have been fooled? 89. Okay. Is this in the Ismaili? I'll see that later on. I'll show you. But what I can now show you is that where are the hadiths? So I searched beheading in Islam, Prophet Muhammad's, okay, Prophet's hadith. Let's see. Under Islamic law, comparing terrorist jihad in Saudi, JSTOR. I'll share this. So, decapitation. Okay, this I was just reading out from JSTOR here, what I found. But, so has it come here? But we're going to Wikipedia decapitation in Islam. And then capital punishment, pre-modern Islamic law, Amnesty International. So what is it? By the end of the 20th century, its use has been abandoned in most countries. Decapitation was a standard method of capital punishment in pre-modern Islamic law. By the end, okay, so quickly, I want to just quickly show you something. Decapitation still a legal method of execution in Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and Yemen. Oh, in Iran, beheading was last used in 2001, according to the Amnesty International, but it is no longer in use, thank God. In recent decades, extremists, Salafi, jihadist groups have used beheading as a method of killing captives and terror tactics. Pathetic. Background and context. Islamic and non-Islamic nations also have used decapitation for punishment well into the 20th century in both, yeah? When done properly, it was once considered a humane and honorable method of execution. Decapitation in Islamic scriptures. There is a debate as to whether the Quran discusses decapitation. Two surahs could potentially be used. So there's potential. Don't tell me there's no potential. Definitely, at least this we can agree to. You see, this is the problem. Could potentially be used. This is a very big problem. And so some of the Sunni Muslims and fighting this potentially be used ayats, which perhaps I can even check if the Ismaili Quran has it or not. I don't think the Ismaili Quran has Surah Anfal ayat 12. So even in the battle, one should not be decapitation, not be using this anymore. Some Muslims have also, right, tried to say that, like Fakhr al-Din al-Razi interprets the last sentence, means striking the enemies in any way possible, from the head to the tips of the extremists. Classical commentators, Fakhr al-Din al-Razi. Al-Qurtubi reads the reference to striking at the necks as conveying the gravity and severity of the fighting. For Al-Qurtubi, Al-Tabari, Ibn Kathir, and Ibn Kathir, the expression indicates that the brevity of that, as it is confined to battle and is not a continuous command. Some commentators have suggested that terrorists use alternative interpretations of these surahs to justify decapitation captives. Decapitation of captive. Okay. However, there is an agreement among scholars that they have a different meaning. Furthermore, according to Rachel Saloom, Surah 47 ayat 4 goes to recommend generosity. Prophet Muhammad, Surah Muhammad, is it? Generosity or ransom when waging war. See, that's why I say, yeah. So Muslims are ever debating now on this. Decapitation in Islamic law. So you come ransom and waging war, and it refers to periods when Muslims were persecuted and had to fight, were forced to fight for the survival. Extreme cases and extreme cases. But you can't deny that there is a potential threat here in these eyes, maybe because of its obscurity. Maybe some would say, read this in context, rest how. I mean, maybe this, maybe that, but potentially it is there. Two surahs have two ayats could potentially be used to provide a justification for decapitation. What about Surah Azab ayat? That's for the Madinans, they would say, right? Hypocrites. So sometimes, yeah, I guess they'll say that you have to read this in full context, and read the history behind it. So two surahs could potentially be used to provide a justification, yeah. And it is used by some Muslims who are extremists. So you see, you can't just go and say all the time, To whom are, oh, you can't go door to door and stop these people. Individually also. Maybe the mother is good, your family. Door to door. Go individually and say, Baba, this is not right. Decapitation also. There is a potential danger that these verses can be used for decapitation. Beheading, let's see if there's a hadith or beheading. So I haven't yet found a hadith on Prophet Muhammad in Sunni sources. But I just stopped at this. What do you say, Muslims? Wikipedia, right? And these verses in the Ismaili Surah 8, I 12. Let me see. Surah 8, go to Ismaili. 12 is not there. Ismaili Quran, 8, Surah 8, 10 is there. 12 is not there. 11 is there. 17 is there. I don't know what time. But 12 is not there. Hmm? The only verse that is there about decapitation and that Allah would obliterate your faces. Oh, but there is one here, 17. Is it in 17 like it's not you who threw? But that's in a battle, the Ismailis would say. But those verses in Wikipedia for decapitation potentially, could have this decapitation, and you did not kill them, but it was Allah who killed them. This is in the Ismailis, right? Surah Anfal ayat 17 is there, but this for decapitation, how do they say it here? There's a debate as to whether the Quran discusses decapitation. Two surahs could potentially be used to provide a justification for decapitation in the context of war. Oh, I didn't even see this. So it's in the Muslims believe it's in the context of war, not going individually and saying, oh, I beheaded this Britisher or this Jew, Daniel Pearl. Oh my God. Even that in the context of war. I so do you think it, so what are you Muslims doing? Decapitating, beheading. Huh? It potentially could potentially be used to provide a justification for decapitation. That's capital punishment also when the judges decide for them, Sharia judges. So how are you going beheading Britishers and God knows who cartoonists of Rasulullah? Huh? So rightfully said by the, yeah, I didn't see this in the context of war, not individually going. If there's a hadith, please let me know for Sunni hadith. Anyone who knows. So Queen Rania is right. She lambasts, Jordan's Queen lambasts Islamic extremism. Even potentially, surahs that have this, how do you say it? You see? Is it loaded here? Jordan's Queen lambasts Islamic extremism. Rani also highlights the importance of bridging the gap between the restrictive real world and the internet for Arab youth. This is so she's right in saying what millions of Muslims worldwide, Islamic religion of humanitarian values and of the principles of goodness. the religious discourse of takfir, of fanaticism. Please see this Pakistan. Also, the rest of the Islamic world, where you think this is right, of Bangladesh, of ideal taking axes and hammers and hitting the blasphemers or so asking you such are cautioned against the prevailing global image of Islam as a religion of terrorism, saying that Muslims should highlight the positive nature of their faith. For the millions of Muslims worldwide, Islam is a religion of humanitarian values. Islam killing an innocent man in Britain, grabbing his decapitated and saying, "This is for the nation." What nation? What nation? Where does it say to this? Huh? When did Prophet Muhammad behead? Even the Sunni sources. Prophet Muhammad said, "Kill those who leave Islam." Behead Hadith. Let's see, please. So this issue, ex-Muslims, siege of, oh my, this is the Battle of the Trench. Oh, here it is. Yeah, this siege of, against the Banu Qurayza. Prophet Muhammad ordered to behead and kill all Jews. I keep hearing Quora, I don't know who said this, but Muhammad beheading, about Muhammad beheading people. Under Islamic law, comparing terrorist general decapitation. Huh? Prophet Muhammad ordered to behead and kill all Jews. Islam not a religion. Harvey Sheldon. Amazon.in books. To kill and to die in the name of Islam. Yeah. This. So you see, we need to bring Queen Rania. Ismailis also, please. Maybe, yes, you have a different Quran. But Queen Rania, this poor lady, she'll be going around feeling so embarrassed, terrible, sad that some of the Muslims are misusing Islam, but this is what her prophet did also, right? He started massacre of 700 minimum Jews of Bani Qurayza. True Islam, UK. And so it's not you who killed, it's Allah. This is an Ismailism, Ismaili Quran ayat, Surah Anfal, or which one? Surah Nisa. Which one was it? I showed you earlier. And what else did I? So going to, before I forget, going to, before we obliterate, before we, so this we, that Allah says He is, that He's going to do even, we obliterate the faces. So then you take the Ismaili Quran, keep forgetting this verse, Surah Nisa 47, right? So this is in the Ismaili Quran, Surah 4, ayat 47 is there. I checked earlier as empowering family and house. Something really like there's no, yeah, something looks quite dodgy here that takes us to the Sunni Quran website and translations, translators. So you take Surah Anfal ayat it is not you who killed. Surah Anfal ayat 17. You did not kill them, but it was Allah who killed them, and you threw not, or Muhammad meaning. This is in the Ismaili Quran. When you threw, but it was Allah who threw, that he might test the believers with a good test. Oh my goodness. Testing the believers with a good test. Indeed, Allah is hearing and knowing. Share the step. So the Ismaili Quran took me, Ismaili website, translation here on this Quran corpus, corpus.quran.com. Ah, now what do we have? When we go back, Ismailis, very, very educated. My Ismailis. How may I call them? My Ismailis, they're good people. Very peaceful. Then from here, Ismailis, let me open your eyes. Where you go to Surah Nisa. Who killed? If Allah is saying before we obliterate faces, who will Allah use to obliterate faces? Can you say Allah will not use the believers? Surah Anfal ayat 17 you take, which is in the Ismailis, and Surah Nisa ayat 47, which is in the Ismaili Quran. 47. Oh, Allah can you did not throw, but Allah threw. Oh, Prophet. Prophet threw dust and all that. Yeah, it is a religion of terrorism. What about Surah Ashura? It's expelling those who haven't expelled you. So there also there's a contradiction. This is a terrorist religion. The best thing is to leave this religion. Muslims. Every time some Russia, America, fanatics, extremists, we feel, oh my God, it's going to be put on the Muslim, poor Islam, really, poor Muslims. Those who are good, who think their religion is so Islam, a religion of peace, no compulsion even. So the Muslims in the Middle East and elsewhere East must be having their iftari. Sorry, I came earlier like this on your iftar time, having samosas, Punjabi, kachori. What else are you having? My mummy must be having that shurba, or rub, we call soup. Oats. I have some left. I made, but it is also, yeah, they don't make it. We used to make it of, used to put meat. So I have little left. I don't know if it is basi, it was rot. I'll try. And I make it, we make it of wheat, but actually quick oats. My mother used to make it soup. So you're all having your iftari, and you cannot come here for a dialogue. Don't worry. I will come again on this topic, number 2. So shall I put number 1 here, part 1? Okay, I'll come after some time. No Muslim here. And what about gulab? Oh, very thirsty. Gulab ka sharbat with what we call it in Sindhi, tukmiriya. Oh, gulab ka sharbat. We not have ruh afza in Karachi. We have gulab ka sharbat. Details. What is it? With tukmiriya. That's like oh, lovely. Ooh, I have gulab. So I'll make the water sharbat. Gulab ka sharbat. I'm so thirsty. Okay, so I'll come back again. Okay, take care. Have a good and please fanatic Islam, leave. No, no. Good Muslims also leave Islam. Not good for you. Not good for you. Potentially very, very dangerous. Even Ismaili Quran showing you. Okay? Thank you very much. Make this world a better place, peaceful. No need to be believers anymore. Need to be seers. Have proof of Allah, God, divinity. Even spiritualists going, cults making, and what, India, Sudarja, get out of this nonsense. Okay? So thank you. All dangerous, potentially dangerous things happening in this world.